a Street Fighter combo, ain't it?
Hey, I don't want to show too much. Cut that shit off.
Oh, not guilty. Not guilty. Free Alycia Baumgardner. Not guilty. So, listen, I just came from my P.O. box. Got the Black Mambas, the new Kobe's. I'll be showing you guys that soon. I'm pretty happy that I got them. But let's talk about Alycia Baumgardner first and foremost. Alycia Baumgardner, not guilty for intentionally taking PEDs or steroids or testosterone, whatever it is. Let's look it up. I got X brought up now. And I got this from Michael Benson. WBC, I thought we were boys, bro. Why didn't y'all hit me up to tell me? Either way, no, it's all good. So let's see what he has to say here. The WBC have found Alycia Baumgardner not guilty of intentionally ingesting a banned substance for performance enhancement purposes in their investigation into their positive drugs test. And so she will remain the WBC Super Featherweight World Champion. Statement says there was no conclusive justification to reject the accuracy of the adverse finding. But evidence and arguments do not conclusively support Baumgardner's intentional ingestion of mesterolone for performance enhancement purposes. I wonder what that means. So what did they find? Like, what did she... Here's the full statement right here. Oh, shit. Let's go. Alycia Baumgardner's status with the WBC. Okay. As it has been widely publicized, a sample collected from WBC Super Featherweight World Champion Alycia Baumgardner on July 12, 2023, in connection with her July 15th, 2023 title defense against Christina Noranato, I forgot how to say her name, sorry if I mispronounced it, in Detroit, Michigan, yielded, oh yeah, that's right, because Clarissa Shields attended that fight. In Detroit, Michigan, yielded an adverse analytical finding for a banned substance, the adverse finding. In compliance with the governing WBC rules and regulations and WBC CBP protocol, the WBC undertook an investigation for the specific circumstances, health concerns, and legal precedent surrounding the findings. Okay, the WBC convened its results management unit that included experts in scientific nutrition and legal matters to investigate, analyze, and evaluate all the available facts and evidence and to recommend to the WBC how to proceed in that particular case. Good. Gave us a little bit of background on how they approached this whole thing. All right, let's go. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. The WBC Results Management Unit provides Ms. Baumgardner's team with sufficient opportunity to mount an extensive and vigorous defense of Ms. Baumgardner, which they did. Did they? The WBC fully evaluated Ms. Baumgardner's position by, among other measures, engaged. Okay, they're not going to tell us the measures and all the stuff, but all right, this is like a bird's eye view of the whole situation. Among other measures, engaged the services of an expert, consultant, and availing himself of the services of an expert nutritionist and a chemist. Oh shit. While there was sufficient evidence to support the validity of the anti-doping test that yielded the adverse finding, so they had, it's conclusive that PED or adverse finding was truly in her system, or they had an adverse finding, was true. The defense Ms. Baumgardner presented put into question whether the adverse finding resulted from an intentional act or from non-intentional contact with mesterolone. See, this is that shit, right? This is when you got to really figure out, because we had the thing with the T and Oscar Valdez, the tainted meat and Canelo Alvarez, and the WBC said that it wasn't intentional with those fighters. So let's see. The final WBC Board of Governors ruling is based on, one, the facts as known to the WBC at the time of the ruling, two, generally accepted scientific principles applicable to the, I struggle with from applicable to the specific case at hand. Three, the interpretation of the information in the laboratory. I almost said laboratory. What cartoon character says laboratory? I forgot. That was Megamind. Okay, laboratory results. And four, credible, reliable, and relevant health-related and scientific literature. Okay? Based on the adverse finding in Ms. Baumgardner's A sample, and considering all factors both sides presented, the WBC arrived at the conclusion that there was no conclusive justification to reject the accuracy of the adverse finding based on the evidence and arguments, the response, and supplemental information presented. Bingo! So she had Mestorolone, I think it's called, in her system. However, that same evidence and arguments do not conclusively support Ms. Baumgardner's intentional ingestion of Mestorolone for performance enhancement purposes. So, for whatever reason, whatever they concluded or whatever protocol they went through, I'm not sure if it was the amount they found or whatever it is. I'm going to finish reading this, but they came to the conclusion that there's no real evidence to say that she intentionally ingested Mestorolone. Accordingly, the WBC found Ms. Baumgardner not guilty.
Thank you, world. I always knew it'd be so high.
Baumgardner. 129 pounds.
Don't you love hearing that? I don't know why. I just like hearing not guilty. All right. Of intentional ingestion of consumption of a banned substance for performance enhancement purposes, and confirmed her as reigning WBC super featherweight world champion. In addition, the WBC is ruling that, one, the accuracy of the validity of the adverse finding justifies placing Ms. Baumgardner on probation for 1 year from the date the sample that yielded the adverse finding was collected, or until July 12, 2024. So she's suspended until July 12, 2024.
And it didn't take no 30 years like your honor thought, but only 5.
Start eating, start getting ready for 147, because you've been calling out Clarissa Shields this whole time. Ms. Baumgardner shall be subjected to a series of random anti-doping tests at her own cost. So she got to have random testing, but it will cost her. So that's a penalty. Which frequency shall be determined by VADA. So VADA can say every 2 days. You just got to pay for it. Damn. If there is an adverse finding concerning any of Ms. Baumgardner's sample or a whereabouts failure during her probationary period and for 6 months thereafter, the WBC shall immediately and without further inquiry take immediate action against Ms. Baumgardner under the WBC Clean Boxing Program protocol. And for Ms. Baumgardner and the WBC will work together to design and implement her participation in an anti-doping prevention program directed to active female boxers. Okay. She's still guilty for having that adverse finding. Not guilty for intentionally ingesting it. That's good for her brand, right? That's good for her and her fan base. She didn't cheat purposely. Fine, intentionally. She didn't try to cheat to get an edge. That is the most important thing. Still, though, she's definitely penalized, right? She can't fight until July 12th, 2024. This year, that's 7 months. That's shit. Right? And she still got to pay the cost for, I want to say to be the boss. I really wanted to say it, so I had to say it. For all the VADA testing that's going to happen randomly. So she's penalized and we get to move on. The thing is, the WBC is the clean boxing program going along with VADA and everything works. It works. The way they're handling adverse findings, it seems like it feels like it's based on how they feel. That's how it feels initially. But there's been enough of these fighters being cleared, as not intentionally ingesting. And I think a lot of it is based on the amount that they find at the time. But see, that is a gray area, right? Because a lot of people like to bring up microdosing and stuff like that, which, we just had a situation with Beterbiev versus Callum Smith, where he had atypical findings, and it's like this guy was jogging before the fight. I mean, every punch was brutal, right? He couldn't get hurt. His stamina was crazy, and he's 39 years old, right? He'll be 39 in a couple days. So he's practically 39. So, people like Eddie Hearn, like, man, look, that's damn strange, right? But it's not enough. Strange is not enough. There's been a lot of strange things. Floyd Mayweather just knew Manny Pacquiao, and to this day think Manny Pacquiao's a cheater because what he accomplished was strange. Paulie Malignaggi said the same thing. What Foreman did was strange. What Bernard Hopkins did was strange. And what Roy was doing in the ring is strange. But there's been people doing great things. Sam Langford, what he did was strange. Harry Grab, what he was pulling off, fighting over 40 times, going undefeated in 1 year, right? He went like 40-0 in 1 year, right? With one eye, he couldn't see. So, I mean, that's just athletes doing strange things. Being strange is not enough. Alycia Baumgardner being built like she's built. She has a fantastic build. That's not enough to say that she's on steroids. So you can't just eyeball that shit. So as of right now, this is what's officially going down, and we got to work with it. Black Mamba, Kobe, 2024. I'm serious about 2024 being the year where I just turn up. This community is going to turn up. Pretty dope. Woo, let me see. Facts. I like the black on black. Got the signature there. Ooh, look at the different material. Look at the different material here. Around here. It's pretty dope. It is pretty sick. I like these. They light though. You're talking about performance shoes. I like these. I'm definitely just gonna wear these to rock. I'm not gonna go to the gym anymore or anything like that. This is a statement more so than, I just love how the shoe looks. I do love how the shoe looks. But it's a statement more than anything. That's why I got the Kobe's. These are fire. The box is fire too. Okay. Oh, I want to say this too. I've been reading Batman Long Halloween. Listen, dog. Batman he's the best comic book character in the world. Yeah, he's not my favorite. Spider-Man's my favorite. But Batman has had the best comics consistently for like the past 20 years, bro. It is what it is. But let me know how you feel about Alycia Baumgardner. Sorry to get off topic. ShowBizz, don't. I'm out.